Said she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Or I got a bump with ain't not fun. Or I got a bump fun. Or I got a bump with ain't not fun. Or I got a bump fun.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal, turned up to the max. I'm finna break down, flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow, big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at High in Orchard Park, New York. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And this is a nice gain. That's stopped at the 47. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A run here with Will Shipley. And he runs into a wall there. Defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Set. Right. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Set. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. Trying again, Hall. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 21. Set.
Straight ahead with Shipley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Hey, ram. Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Set.
He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they executed like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Set. Ready. Go.
1st and 10, Herbert. He's on the move. He's keeping it again.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Set. Home tricks right. Set.
From the 26 on 2nd down. This finds Shipley, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. 7. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Play action now for Herbert. Catch made by Shipley. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Kappa.
First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Shipley now up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Hey, OP. Let's go.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
2nd and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Sauce Gardner with the INT. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. And now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Hey, easy. We'll go orange, go.
Back to the air, Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
5-9. Set.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And he whiffs on the extra points. No good, so keep this a 2-point ball game. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
2nd and 10, Herbert trying again. That's going to be cut by, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Hall running between the tackles. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take the lead just before halftime. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets jump in front now by 5. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
12. Baylor Tiger. 59. 12. Ready.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Man in motion, out of the slot. First and 10, here's Herbert. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they pick him off again! And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
That's caught for the first. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. They go right back to Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push the lead up to 12. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Crowd right. What is it?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
But, hey, ram. Set.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Hey, Ray.
2nd and 6 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Coming right is Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. And this one does not go far. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's a New York touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Home trips right.
Here's Herbert. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Go.
Trying again following the sack. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He lets a heater go deep, middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact...
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, easy. OP. What is that?
On the give, here's Shipley. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made by Shipley. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing now, Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Handoff now to Shipley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Set. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They give on second to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Here's the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. So it's a road win for the Jets.